I'm going to be upgrading the original headlights on my old T4. With 2 modifications, I'm going to improve the lights and take them from this. So this is the original lights on the van. As you can see in front of you, but you can't really see much further than that. This is unlit road, and this is the new lights once installed. This is actually the same bit of road. You couldn't tell in the first video, but with these new bulbs and the new wiring kit, it actually lights up the whole road. It's absolutely brilliant. With the new LED bulbs, the focus of the light is actually down on the ground, so you're not blinding anyone either, which makes it really worth having them. So if you own one of these vans, you probably find driving at night is a real challenge, and that's because of these. The old style glass lights, which I think are pretty cool, but the technology is like 80s, 90s, and compared to today's cars, they're just not that good. So I'm going to be upgrading the bulb to an LED, and then I'm going to sort out the real issue, which is the power supply to the lights. So the problem we're having with the van is that now it's 25 years old, the wires have started to corrode and you're getting more resistance in the line. Getting power from the battery to the ignition and switches and then to the lights, by the time it's travelled on that path, it's actually dropped in voltage, which all means by the time it gets to the lights, you're getting less voltage and less power, less brightness. The way around the problem is to fit an aftermarket wiring loom from the battery directly to the headlights. I picked this one up on eBay. It doesn't come with much instructions, but apparently it's idiot proof, so even me and my double chin can't go wrong. This kit cost me 25 quid. If it's any good, I'll leave the link below, and yeah, if you want it, check it out. I also got myself a set of LED bulbs, H4 for the van. These bulbs come recommended, so I picked them up. They also come with a set of Michael Jackson gloves, so I'll be using them on the weekend, no doubt. If you like these lights and you think you want a set for your van, check out the link below. They'll be in the bio. I've laid out the wiring loom on top of the cross members at the front. It's all pretty obvious where it goes because it's all cut to length. I put the van into service mode and I've removed the headlight just to show you where everything goes. So as you can see, that's my new bulb installed there. It sits in really, really well. And you can see the old power supply to the light is now made redundant. Headlight now connects to the new wiring loom that was just installed. And as you can follow this round, that's your earthing cable. As with any earthing cables, make sure the ground to it is pretty good and it's clean. You got a rusty bolt, it's not going to work. You got paint on the surface, it's not going to work either. So with the driver's side installed, I've laid everything in place still. Needs tucking out the way a bit later on, but we'll test it first. There is actually quite a bit of extra cable, so I've used this and I've tucked it under the cross member there above the fans using cable ties, so if you do need to remove it, you can just snip it away. With the relays, I've also bolted them to the cross member. I've just temporarily put it in place. I'll find a better home for that a bit later. With the connectors below, there's a new cable going into the headlight, as you can see there. There's also use of the original connector. That plugs into the loom. You'll see that because it's the only one with a male plug on the other end of it. For the negative, or the earth, I've put that directly to the battery. It's getting a bit crowded up there, but at the moment that's where it's going. And then you have the positive. So there you go, straight to the battery terminal. I've put that, as you can see, you follow it up there. So yeah, let's put it all back together and see if it works. So that's the van back together and it's all looking a bit tidier. I've made sure to tie all the wires together and keep them all nice and tidy so they're not interfering with anything else. The relays are nicely tucked away under the cross member and all the wiring is nicely cable tied to the metal. So yeah, tidy job in the end. At this point, I actually had a problem with the lights. So on the first click of the switch for the side lights, I was actually getting the main beams coming on. It turns out on some of the T4s, there's a resistor that you've got to unplug. So once you do that, it will go back to the normal settings. So I'll just show you the next video of where that plug is in case yours has the same problem. if you are getting all the lights coming on at the first click, you need to go to the top of the driver's headlight. Under this cross member, you'll find this little connector. Unplug in, and yeah, you should be good to go. It should all work as normal again. So that is my headlights upgraded. Thanks for watching, guys. Let me know what you think of the lights in the comments. If you want to know what bulbs I used and the eBay seller, have a look in the links there. They should be below. And yeah, hit subscribe and that. Thanks for watching.